Hello, welcome to my full course about ChatGPT. So, if you haven't heard of ChatGPT already, it's essentially a large language model built on top of OpenAI on the GPT 3.5 technology. So, essentially, what this allows you to do is ask it long form questions in a human format, and it will reply in a human like quality. So, I can ask it, for example, to explain quantum computing in simple terms, and it will provide an answer within 1 second. So here it is typing quantum computing is a type of computing that uses quantum mechanical phenomena such as superposition and entanglement to perform operations on data. I wouldn't say that that's in simple terms per se, but obviously it's a very complicated topic that a lot of physicists don't even fully understand. But that's just one example. For this course, I'm going to be showing how to use ChatGPT to make money online because there's a ton of videos that are popping up all over YouTube on this exact topic. And that's one of the reasons I'm deciding to create this course, just to show how to use it to do things that most people would want to do anyway. So I can simply ask, what are some of the best ways to make money online? And within 2-3 seconds, it will come up with an answer with a few ideas. So these are some of the topics we're going to be discussing throughout this course. Starting a blog or website using ChatGPT, sell products or services on an e-commerce website. This one I'm not going to be talking about so much, but this can also be done with ChatGPT. Affiliate marketing, offering freelance services on Upwork or Fiverr, participating in online surveys, and also, let's see if it's included here. It didn't mention it, but specifically selling eBooks and creating online courses. So this is something that I'm already doing using ChatGPT. I've created my own ebook, which I've put up for sale on Amazon, Gumroad, and some other platforms as well. That's something I'm going to show you how to do, as well as just how to use ChatGPT to ask the right questions. It can even write code too. So I can say, write code for an HTML website. Oh, remote job board, for example. So it's actually going to type out the code, which you would normally have to search Google for and do a lot of research, just within ChatGPT, which is pretty amazing. And this is another thing I'm going to be talking about throughout the course too, is how to find remote jobs on LinkedIn and other remote job boards using ChatGPT as well. So this is just real basic. It's just creating an HTML website with some remote jobs listed. It's not pulling from a database or anything, but there's ways to do that as well. I'm not really going to be getting into too many programming topics throughout the course, mostly just showing how to make money online with marketing and selling digital products. So those are just a few of the things we're going to talk about throughout the course. I hope you find it very helpful, and please leave a positive review if you like the course. Also, you can ask it, how does ChatGPT work? It's a variant of the GPT language model, which was trained specifically for the task of chat-based dialogue systems. It was trained on a large data set of chat logs and is able to generate human-like responses when given a prompt in the form of a chat message. And it's also important to note that ChatGPT reached about 1 million users in roughly a month, and it has a valuation of over $30 billion just in a very short period of time. So it's very important to learn how to use ChatGPT, and I already have a few examples that are already working, to make money online. So that's a few of the things we're going to be talking about throughout the course. Please enjoy, and again, leave a positive review if you find this information helpful. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's start the course. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Starting off, we're simply going to ask ChatGPT, what are some of the best ways to make money online. There's countless videos on this topic, but if we ask ChatGPT, it will simply reply, right here, there are many ways to make money. Some of the best ways depend on your skills, interests, and resources. Here's a few ideas. Amazing. Start a blog or website and monetize it through advertising, affiliate marketing, or selling digital products or physical products. Create and sell online courses or eBooks on topics you are knowledgeable and passionate about. Buy and sell goods or services through an online marketplace like eBay or Etsy. Offer freelance services such as writing, editing, or design through a platform like Upwork or Fiverr. Participate in online surveys or sign up for paid focus groups. Become a virtual assistant or customer service representative and work remotely for a company. And then last but not least, trade cryptocurrencies or engage in other online investment opportunities. So this is a really good start. And here's a few things that I'm going to be talking about throughout this course. We're going to discuss how to actually use ChatGPT to create online courses and ebooks, as well as sell digital products on a platform like Gumroad. And we'll also discuss how to get started with affiliate marketing and use ChatGPT to create blog articles for a website and also LinkedIn articles as well. So throughout this course, I'm just going to be sharing some of the top ways that you can use ChatGPT to make money online, using this the exact strategies that they list here. So hopefully you enjoy the course, and yep, let's get started. So we're going to go through each one of these strategies one by one and simply use ChatGPT to, number one, create a blog post. So let's ask it to create a blog post about digital nomads and remote work optimized for SEO on Squarespace, for example. That's a website hosting tool. So this is what it comes up with. Title: The Rise of Digital Nomads and the Benefits of Remote Work. And then it starts with an intro. In today's digital age, more and more people are ditching the traditional 9-to-5 office job in favor of a more flexible remote work lifestyle. These digital nomads have the freedom to work from anywhere with an internet connection, often traveling to different countries and cities while maintaining their careers. And then now it goes on to the body of the text for the blog post. The rise of remote work has been facilitated by advancements in technologies, blah, blah, blah. And it continues, for digital nomads, the ability to work from anywhere allows them to experience new cultures, learn new languages, and see the world while still advancing their careers. However, it's important for digital nomads to be disciplined and stay organized in order to be successful. And then it writes the conclusion. As the trend towards remote work continues to grow, it's clear that digital nomads will play an increasingly important role in the modern workforce. And then it also lists the keywords here. So these are the keywords that they're using either throughout the article or that you can include in your blog post when you put it on Squarespace or WordPress or Wix or whatever tool website tool you're using. So you can use this to create a blog post. But in this particular case, I don't actually have a blog that I'm running at the moment. Actually, my domain expired, but I do have a newsletter, which I'll show you right here. I'm using a tool called Ghost. So I can simply take this post and create a newsletter about it, which is exactly what I'm doing here. So I'll show you an example of one of my newsletters, which I'm also using ChatGPT for right here. Digital Nomad Lifestyle. It's listing off some of the benefits and downsides, and I can send this out to all of my subscribers. I'm using a tool called Ghost for this. So if you don't have a blog, you can also create a newsletter and send it out to your email subscribers. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. If I want to take this post and put it into Ghost to create a new newsletter, or let's say a LinkedIn article, for example, I can come over here. I can just sign into my account. There it is. And then it's really just a simple matter of taking this post and turning it into a newsletter. And you can put a call to action at the end. So I have about 104 subscribers so far. And if I want to create a new post, simply do so here. This is a very cool newsletter platform that you can use. It's totally free, but then you have to pay for it if you want extra features. So that's it. And then obviously just take this part out. I don't need to include the body and conclusion text. And then once this is finished, I can also add keywords, the keywords over here, digital nomad, remote work, right there. And then I can also include an excerpt and then just publish it and send it to my subscribers. So if I wanted to actually create a description, I can also do that here. Write a meta description for there, and then it will actually write meta description right here. So I can simply take this and put it in right here, and then in the metadata, and then send out the newsletter. This needs to be a little bit shorter. That's pretty much all there is to it. So that's how to create a blog post or newsletter that will get readers using ChatGPT. Next, we're going to be talking about the next one. This next topic, creating and selling online courses or eBooks on topics you are knowledgeable and passionate about, is something I'm going to be discussing more later on in the course with more detail. But if I want to kind of expand on that a little bit, I can simply ask, how can ChatGPT be used to, and then just insert that, and it will provide more elaborate answers. So it's important to note, is a large blah, 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 is not a tool platform to be used. However, there are many platforms, and it's just talking about different platforms that you can list your courses or ebooks for sale on, which I'm going to be discussing a little bit more later. There's many options, including Udemy, which is what you're watching this on now, Teachable, and Kajabi. These platforms provide features like course creation, blah, blah, blah. And then it's also talking about you'll need to market and promote your course, which if you're putting on a Udemy, that's pretty much done for you. Overall, creating and selling online courses or ebooks requires a combination of knowledge, passion, and marketing skills. But obviously the go-to source for selling an ebook would be Amazon, which I'm going to talk more about later, but essentially you can list your ebook for sale on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing completely for free. And there's another one called Gumroad, I'll be discussing more later as well, that you can use to sell your digital products, whether it's an ebook, an online course. There's pretty much many different things you can sell on here. This one's also for free, and then you just pay a commission depending on how many sales you get. But as you can see, you can launch a digital product, a course or tutorial, an ebook, newsletter, membership, podcast, physical good, or an audio book. And then you can simply set your price. And that's how I'm selling some of my products right here. So as you can see, I have quite a few video tutorials, and then my ebook is also on here as well. So ChatGPT, it's pretty easy to create an ebook or an online course, which I'll be talking more about later. But just so you know, that is how to make money online number 2 right here. Create and sell online courses or ebooks. So more details coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video lesson. Next idea they recommend is to buy and sell goods or services through an online marketplace like eBay or Etsy. So you could use Etsy. Essentially, this allows you to create physical products that you will then have to ship to the customer. Or you can also put something up for sale on eBay. Both of those are most likely going to be physical products. But if you want to sell a service, then you can use a tool like Fiverr or Upwork. So let's go over to Fiverr. This allows you to list your gigs on available as a service on Fiverr. So it's essentially a gig marketplace where people can offer, in pretty much anything that you want to do is available on here. Graphics design, digital marketing, writing, video and animation. The list goes on, programming as well. So we can simply ask ChatGPT, which are popular best ways to make money with Fiverr, best services to offer on Fiverr, right? Which are some of the best services to offer on Fiverr? Let's just see what it says. So first it explains what Fiverr is and what it does. Okay, so it's basically just listing off what we already see over here on the website. Graphic design services such as logo design, business card design, digital marketing, video and animation. And keep in mind that ChatGPT doesn't actually have access to the internet. This is just pulling from a database somewhere, which is pretty amazing. So let's say we want to choose consulting services as the service we want to offer. So you just say create a service on Fiverr offering consulting. All right, let's see. Create a Fiverr gig offering consulting services. Let's see what it says. Professional consulting services for businesses and entrepreneurs. And this is pretty cool. It actually just lists off the description, which is what you're going to need to use when you're creating your gig. It says, are you a business owner or entrepreneur looking for expert guidance and advice? Look no further. I offer professional consulting to help you take your business to the next level. 10 years of experience, and it just goes into the entire description right here. So we can use that when creating the gig itself. We just have to create a profile, create an account, and then switch over to your seller dashboard. So here we are, and I'm not exactly sure how to create a new gig here. It should be relatively easy. This might be, so if I go to my dashboard, my business, I don't really use Fiverr very often, but if I go here, I can manage my gigs. So I can create a new gig right here on Fiverr, as you can see. And then if I want to create a consulting service gig, I can simply click here and it should open up. I guess it's not really working right now, but normally if you click create a gig, you can create a gig here. But I might be limited on my account. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, that's basically how to use ChatGPT to create a service that you can sell on a platform like Fiverr, or another one is Upwork, and there's freelancer.com. There's a lot of different ones. So yeah, and then you can also include these keywords as well so that it ranks in search results. And yeah, that's a really good way to start selling services on a platform like Fiverr. In the next video, we're going to be talking about, what is the next topic? Let's see. Scroll up. We're going to be talking about freelancing services, which is what I already discussed. So next we're going to talk about online surveys and paid focus groups. Thanks for watching. Okay, so the next suggestion they offer is to participate in online surveys or sign up for paid focus groups. To be honest, this isn't really something that I have a lot of experience with, but essentially you can fill out surveys and then get paid a certain amount for your expertise or for whatever it may be. So if you go over to Google and search for, online surveys, there'll be a lot of results that pop up. But for me, I actually have my own survey that I've created using this tool called JotForm. So essentially, it's a doing market research. I can collect the person's first and last name, ask some basic questions, and then down here I can ask for their budget. How much do they have for coaching and consulting? And that's where I collect their email. I can also provide a way for them to make a donation as well, as you can see here. So this form I'm using for lead generation. So basically over here on LinkedIn, I have this very large LinkedIn group, and everybody that joins, I will very often send them a link to this survey form. So that, I mean, obviously it's completely free. It only takes a few minutes of their time to fill out. And using this, I'm able to collect a lot of information on people that are in my LinkedIn group. So if you don't know already, an email list is very, very important for long-term success, because if you're only relying on a platform like YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, you need to find a way to move them off of the platform. And one of the most, let's see, this doesn't look quite right. Okay, but these are all of the leads that I'm collecting from the form. So that's one way to do it. And you don't really need ChatGPT to do that. You can just build it with JotForm. But you can ask it to create a form, create a survey form for JotForm, something like that. Just see what it comes up with. Okay, so it's just explaining how to do it, which isn't rocket science. It's pretty easy. But if you did want to create a job form and you don't know the exact steps to go through to create it, you can follow this template right here. But I do recommend, if you are like generating leads and stuff, it's a really good way to get feedback from people that you're interested in working with. Just create a survey form to find potential clients and go from there. But we can also ask ChatGPT, what's the best way to get paid for filling out survey forms? And it's probably just going to list off a few examples. So signing up for a survey panel, market research company that pays users for their opinions. And then here's a few examples: Swagbucks, Survey Junkie, and Vindale Research, which I've never heard of before. Participating in paid focus groups, in person or online. Applying to be a mystery shopper. I have no idea what that means. Taking online surveys, and then for some reason there was a network error because the server must be overloaded. Do your research. It's also a good idea to diversify income streams and not rely solely on paid surveys. So that is something you can do. I don't think it's very lucrative, and it's kind of time consuming. So I wouldn't recommend that as a way to make money online, but there's lots and lots of different ideas out there. So next we're going to be talking about how to become a virtual assistant or customer service rep and work remotely for a company. This is really popular in places like the Philippines, India, Pakistan, these places where you can actually just hire a virtual assistant to do a lot of the stuff that you don't want to do, and you don't have to pay them a lot compared to if you were to hire someone in the US. So this can be interesting if you want to become a virtual assistant. That's another good way to go about it. So thanks for watching, and next we're going to be discussing this next topic. Okay, so the next recommendation they have is to become a virtual assistant or customer service rep and work remotely for a company. So here we can simply ask, what's the best way to get a job, a remote job, as a virtual assistant or customer support rep, right? And let's just see what it comes up with. There are many ways to find a remote job as a virtual assistant. Here are a few tips to help you get started. Research companies that hire remote workers for these roles. You can use job search websites and databases like Remote Co, FlexJobs, and Upwork to find companies that are currently hiring for remote positions. Create a strong resume and cover letter. This is super important so that you can get through this ATS system that a lot of recruiters use, hiring managers. Use social media and professional networking websites like LinkedIn. Obviously, this is if you don't already have a professional network on LinkedIn, this is super important, which I have another course about on Udemy about. Consider taking courses or earning certifications to demonstrate your experience. Be proactive. So I would say number one is just start applying for remote jobs on popular remote job boards like LinkedIn, Remote.co, and FlexJobs. FlexJobs is actually paid. You have to pay to become a member. But we can ask it, what are some of the most popular remote job boards, right? There's a long list of them, probably hundreds now. And so it will just list off the top remote job boards right here. So you can simply start going through these and applying for virtual assistant roles. Make sure that your resume is well optimized first. Obviously, LinkedIn is number one. I would recommend just going straight to LinkedIn when you're looking for a remote job. And you can also just ask, how do you apply for remote jobs on LinkedIn? Right here. See what it says. Follow these steps. Make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date, relevant skills and experience. And then you can use the LinkedIn job search function to find remote job openings, and you can filter your search by location, i.e. remote or anywhere. So when you're applying, had a problem. Okay, I don't know what happened, but sometimes ChatGPT has some errors occasionally because it's overloaded. So if we go back to that same tab, you can scroll down and regenerate response. Okay, so just had a slight hiccup there. And click on jobs, then you just search for remote jobs only. It's really easy. Select remote option under location filter, review job listing. If you match qualifications, just click apply. That's it. And then obviously make sure that your resume is updated and optimized, and then your cover letter as well. And I think you can even I'm sure you can use ChatGPT to write a cover letter for you too. So write a cover letter for a virtual assistant role that is remote. Let's just see what it comes up with. So there it is. It's writing the exact cover letter that you can use to apply for a virtual assistant role. It says, I'm writing to express my interest in the virtual assistant role at your company. Obviously here you would insert the name of the company. And then highly organized and detail-oriented individual with strong community, blah, 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 blah. So it just wrote the entire cover letter, which you can then use to apply for the remote job that you're interested in. So very, very powerful. And there's just virtually unlimited things that you can do with ChatGPT. You can also like responses as well if you want to see, just to provide feedback. And that's basically how to find and apply for remote jobs as virtual assistants. And next, we're going to be talking about something that I don't really have much interest in, but that is trading cryptocurrencies and finding investment opportunities. So we'll talk about that in the next video lesson. And last but not least, ChatGPT recommends trading cryptocurrencies or engaging in other online investment opportunities. This is a topic that I don't know very much about. I've traded crypto before, and I usually just get burned. Also, there's a lot of scams like the FTX scandal that's been ongoing for months now. So I'm really not that interested personally in trading cryptocurrencies. It's very risky. and I wouldn't recommend it unless you're willing to lose most or all of your money. But we can simply ask, just a disclaimer, we can simply ask ChatGPT to provide what are some of the safest crypto, crypto like Coinbase um, exchanges. I'm just curious because some of them have been going under recently. So I'd recommend if you're trading crypto to do it off on a hot wallet. I think it's called a cold wallet or something, rather than using one of these exchanges, because FTX was one of the largest and it fell apart. It blew up. It had a huge explosion, right? And they lost billions and billions of dollars. So we can ask, let's just say, what's the best way to get started trading crypto? Just see what it comes up with. If you're interested in trading crypto, here are a few steps to get started. Research and educate, this is important, about the basics of crypto and the market. It's important to understand how cryptocurrency works, which you don't really need to understand that much to invest, but there it is. Choose a reputable and secure cryptocurrency exchange. There are many exchanges to choose from. It's important to do your research and compare the fees, features, and security measures of each one. Set up an account and complete the required verification process. Fund your account with fiat currency or crypto. Choose the cryptocurrency you want to trade and place an order. Most exchanges allow you to trade a variety of blah, blah, blah. So that's how to get started trading cryptocurrency. I'm also interested to hear what they have to say about stock trading in the stock market, right? Which is also quite risky, but I would say not nearly as risky as crypto. Again, so it's just recommending educating yourself about the stock market and investing in general. Choose a brokerage firm to place your trades. So essentially the same as investing in crypto, except it's a brokerage account instead of a crypto exchange. Fund your brokerage account. You need to transfer money. Choose the stocks you want to trade. Basically the same thing as for crypto. I'm just curious to see what it would say about FTX. Can you tell me more about the FTX scandal? Okay, so here's a case that it's actually not able to answer the question for whatever reason, mostly because it doesn't have access to the internet. So, and it doesn't have data up until about 2021. So this was, as you can see, which was a knowledge cutoff of 2021. So it doesn't have information about this FTX crypto scandal yet. What if we ask, who is Sam Bankman-Fried? That's the guy that was behind the scandal. Okay, so it actually knows about Sam Bankman-Fried, who is the CEO of FTX and a criminal, total criminal. Founder of Alameda Research, quantitative, blah, 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 blah. So it knows about him, but it doesn't know about the scandal, the blow up of FTX yet. But it's going to be learning more as the technology gets better and better. So yeah, that's essentially how to get started trading crypto and stocks. And I recommend choosing a crypto exchange that is, very well known, like Coinbase. It's most likely not going to go under. So yeah, those are some of the top ways to make money online using ChatGPT. We're going to go into more detail about some of them in the next few sections. So thanks for watching. See you in the next section. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to create your own ebook, which you can then sell online. So let's go ahead and open a new tab in ChatGPT, and we can type in, give me a few subtopics for digital nomads, for example. This will provide a few subtopics of interest for digital nomads. We've got number 1, working remotely. Number 2, staying healthy while traveling. And these are topics that you can create your ebook around, which is why I'm listing the subtopics here. Number 3, managing finances. Number 4, building and maintaining a professional network. Number 5, we've got finding and choosing the right destinations. These are just a few examples. You can provide your own depending on what topic you want to write on. So in this case, I want to choose staying healthy while traveling, just as an example. So all we have to do now is type write a book outline for, double quotes, staying healthy while traveling. And it will spit out an entire book outline starting with introduction, first chapter, second chapter. So we've got eating while traveling, exercise and movement, managing stress and fatigue. These are all important aspects of traveling and staying healthy. Chapter 4, staying hydrated and protecting against illness. And then they've got each of the chapters right here, each section. So number 5, maintaining good mental health, and then the conclusion. So now it's just a simple matter of taking each one of these sections, starting with introduction, the importance of maintaining good health while traveling, and then all we have to do is say, write a chapter about, double quotes, the importance of maintaining good health while traveling. And it will create the entire chapter for you. Right here, maintaining good health while traveling is important for a number of reasons. For one, being healthy can help you fully enjoy and make the most of your travels, yada, yada, yada. So now from here, all we have to do is open a Google document. So we'll open a new Google Doc. Sign in with my other account. And then we can simply take this chapter right here, put it into a fresh Google document. A little bit slow. And that's it. And we simply repeat the same process for each of the sections of each chapter. So next we can do this, the challenges of staying healthy on the road. Write a chapter about, and it will write the second chapter automatically for you, completely for free. Space that in there. We can also remove formatting as well, just so that it looks clean. And then from here, you can simply create the entire document, turn it into a PDF, and start selling it as an ebook on Amazon or Gumroad, which is what I'm going to be talking about in the next part of this course, how to take your ebook that you've created with ChatGPT and start selling it on Amazon or Gumroad. But for now, I just want to show you how to actually create the ebook. And we've got the second chapter here. And obviously, you should reword this a little bit, but just know that it's pretty much 100% plagiarism free. So you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. That's all there is to it. So that's how to. Okay, so now that you've created your ebook using ChatGPT, you can come over to Kindle Direct Publishing. It's just kdp.amazon.com, and you can create your account for free. And then after that, you can simply sign into your account. And obviously, you'll have to convert the PDF into something that you can put onto a Kindle, either an EPUB or .mobi format. So all of that you can do through Amazon KDP. So in order to create a book, you simply click the Create button right here, and then you'll just have to fill out some basic information. Just click on Create eBook. And again, this is totally free, costs you nothing. You only pay when they make a print. Let's say you're printing a paperback copy. You pay a certain amount for each copy that's printed. But all you have to do is fill out your book title, subtitle, author, description, publishing, keywords. This is important so that it starts ranking on Amazon. Set your category, and then there's a few more steps after that. Once you've done that, you will have created your first ebook on Amazon. So this is exactly what I've done here. This was created with ChatGPT. So I've got the Kindle ebook and then also the paperback version as well. And I'm starting to get some sales of the book, slowly but surely. So that's how to actually put your ebook up on Amazon. This one's only 27 pages, so I'm thinking about maybe making another one that's a little bit longer. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. That's how to start selling your book on Amazon. And in the next course video, I'm going to show you how to put it up for sale on another platform called Gumroad, which is free, and it allows you to sell digital products online. So that's in the next course. I'll see you in the next video lesson. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to put your ebook up for sale on Gumroad. So I've got the website pulled up here. Essentially, it allows you to go from $0 to $1. Anyone can earn their first dollar online. Just start what you know, see what sticks, and get paid. So it's totally free to start. All you have to do is create an account and then click this button to access your dashboard. And as you can see here, this is my dashboard. I already have multiple products available for sale. Some of them are just video tutorials from my YouTube channel. And then I also have the ebook, as you can see right here, which is available for sale. I can click on this link and it will open up the full sales page. So here it is. It's the same ebook that I've put up on Amazon. I'm just charging a little bit less for it, only $9.97. And I've got 2 sales so far, so not very many, but at least a few. And here's the full description. Here's the full book outline, which I generated with ChatGPT. And if somebody wants to buy this, they can simply click I want this, and then enter in their payment information and buy the ebook. Quick and easy. So in order to actually create an ebook using Gumroad, you simply click on New Product and then select ebook right here. You can give your ebook a name. Let's say, I don't know, Digital Nomad Guide or something. Doesn't really matter. And then here's the price of your product. Let's say $15. And then next you customize it. So click on Customize. And here's where you can fill out all of the information. So you can give it a URL, you can fill out the description, upload an image. Obviously, most importantly, you're going to want to upload the ebook itself, which you can just embed a file upload right here. And then here's the checkout page. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So this is one of the best ways to start selling your digital products online. I just created this one, but I don't really need it, so I'm going to delete that. And as you can see, I already have multiple online courses here. Not really getting very many sales, unfortunately, but I need to start promoting it more. But yeah, that's the best way to sell your ebook using Gumroad. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to the course section on creating your own online course using ChatGPT. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to get started creating your own Udemy course where you're watching this right now using ChatGPT. So first of all, I've got a new tab pulled up here, but I want to search for topics that perform very well on Udemy. So we can just type in photography, for example, and see, using this instructor insights tool, what sort of monthly revenue you can generate from this topic. So as you can see here, almost $8,000 per month. The number of courses are high. The student demand is high. Obviously, this is taking into account you will need to have one of the top ranking courses in order to generate this sort of monthly revenue. And it's in very high demand. You can see the search volume percentile across topics as well. So this one can be very lucrative, and we can also type in, let's say, marketing, which is very broad. So let's choose affiliate marketing, for example. So here we can scroll down. You can see $2,700 per month. Again, student demand high, number of courses high. And here's the median monthly revenue, $17 per month, which isn't very much. That's kind of right in the middle. If you have a top ranking course, you can be making a lot more than that. Next, we're going to type in Excel, and this is really going to surprise you because this is a very popular topic. Obviously, it's not that difficult to learn Excel, but if we scroll down, you can see $50,000 per month. That's the top monthly revenue. And the median is only $20, but again, high demand and high number of courses. That is absolutely incredible. But it's very competitive. There's over 10,000 courses on this topic alone. And so I can also type in, let's say, ChatGPT, the exact course topic you're watching now. And this one is a little bit lower per month, but the student demand is high. The number of courses are relatively low, so there's not a lot of competition. And this is a trending topic that is popping up all over YouTube now, which is one of the reasons I'm creating this course. So yeah, that's why I'm creating this course. So we can easily find the monthly revenue for pretty much any topic here. If we type in JavaScript, programming is always in high demand. And this one, you're looking at $37,000 per month. Obviously, that's on the high end. But again, you can do very, very well if you have content that people want to watch and lots of reviews on the platform. So let's type in Xcode as another example. This is for building iPhone apps. Let's see what that is. Only $427 per month. So that's a lot lower. I guess it's just a topic that most people don't really want to learn about. We can also type in LinkedIn here. I already have a LinkedIn course on Udemy. So this one, we're looking at about $2,300 per month on the high end and only about $15 in the median. But that just goes to show what sort of income you can generate on Udemy if you have a high ranking course. So that's this part of the lesson. Next, I'm going to show you how to actually create the outline for your course, as well as each of the sections and a slideshow as well that you can present for the course to start making money on Udemy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson. Okay, so now that we've found the topic that we want to create a course on Udemy about, we can ask ChatGPT to write a course outline for the basics of photography, let's say, and see what it comes up with. So keep in mind that there's very high demand on the server right now because ChatGPT has gotten about 1 million users in just 1 week and is continuing to grow really fast, which is one of the reasons I'm creating this course. So here's the course outline is generating, the basics of photography. We've got section 1, introduction of photography, section 2, composition, lighting, exposure, lenses. These is all really, really good, especially if you're a photographer. You know that these are all important topics to discuss in a course. So from here, we can simply take this first section right here, definition of photography, and say write a course, write a lesson. We can say course lesson 4, and then just insert that section. So now it's going to take a few seconds to analyze what I've typed and come up with an answer. Sometimes it takes a little while. So here it is, definition of photography is the art of capturing light with a camera, resulting in an image that can be printed or displayed on a screen. It involves using a lens to focus light onto a light-sensitive surface, such as a film or a digital image sensor. The word photography, and then it just goes on and explains kind of like a dictionary definition of what photography is. And I would say that is a quite an impressive answer here. So once it creates the first lesson, this is something that you can potentially just read directly for the video lesson and record a video of yourself reading it, or you can create a slideshow using Google Slides, for example, which is totally free to use. And then I can say turn this into a slide presentation, right? So it actually will remember what I've already asked it, which is pretty amazing. I can simply take this and then turn it into a slide presentation. So while that's typing, I'm going to come over here and sign into Google Slides. It's still thinking. Okay, here we are. So this is the entire slideshow right here. And that's it. So it's just created an entire slideshow for our course simply by asking this series of questions. So first we asked it for an outline of the basics of photography. Then we asked, write a course lesson for definition of photography, which it did. And then you simply asked, turn this into a slide presentation, which it just did. So from here, we can actually go into each one of these and ask it to create a lesson about each one. And that's pretty much all there's to it. This is how you create your own course using ChatGPT. Obviously, you'll want to put your own thoughts into it as well. Don't just copy and paste into the slideshow. But in the next video lesson, I'm going to show you how to actually put it into Google Slides. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Picking up from where we left off in the previous lesson, we can simply take this first section of the slide presentation and say, write a lesson about the definition of photography. But we already have that here. So all we have to do, we can come over here to Google Slides and create a first slide, basics of photography. That's the title of our course, right? So after that, we can create a new slide. Obviously, we want to give the slideshow a title up here as well. So there we go. And from here, we can start with the first section right here, definition of photography. So we can create that. And this is a slide presentation. So then we can simply put this right in here. Ideally, it would be a little bit shorter because this is too long. We can split this up into multiple slides, obviously. Here we want to remove the text formatting. It looks a little bit funky. So that all fits on one slide, but it's a little bit long. That's okay for now, just to illustrate. And next we can say, write a lesson about history of photography. That's it. So we're just going by one section, one slide at a time. So it's already created all the slides. That's just for this particular section. So that's only the first one. And here we've got history of photography, types of cameras. So the course outline is the same as what it's put here. So it's a little bit confusing. In fact, it actually looks like the exact same thing. So all we have to do is go through and just create a lesson on each one of these for each slide. And then once you've created all the slides, you can simply turn this into a slideshow presentation course, where you can just click on slideshow here. It'll open up in full screen, and you can go through this step by step and create a full course out of it for Udemy. So here we've got another very long paragraph, which obviously we should shorten this down. So if we just say summarize this, right? Let's see what it does. So now it's taking, hopefully it's going to take what it just typed and then summarize it so that it's a little bit shorter. So really, success with ChatGPT is just coming up with the right questions to ask. So there we go. Just summarize that into something that is now much shorter and looks much better in a slideshow. So there we go. So that's what, the history of photography. And we can do the exact same thing for this one, which is also a little bit long. Take that and say, summarize this text, and then just copy paste it in, and it should summarize the whole thing. So this is yet another cool feature that ChatGPT can do for you. It's really amazing what this tool is capable of. And keep in mind that this doesn't have any access to the internet. It's not like it's searching Google or anything. It just has a database that it's drawing all of this information from. So we can come over here and then we can put that in instead, because it's a lot shorter and it looks better and it's easier to read, and you won't bore your viewers too much. So that's basically how to create the entire slideshow. You just need to do this for each one of the sections listed in the outline. And that's pretty much how to do it. Thanks for watching. Okay, so once you've created your full course slideshow using Google Slides, you can come over to Udemy, and then you need to log into your Udemy instructor dashboard. So it may take a little while to get approved to become an instructor. I can't remember exactly. I've had an account for multiple years now. And as you can see, I already have a few courses available for sale. Most of them aren't really getting any sales, unfortunately, except for this one on LinkedIn, which I'm adding more content to. So it should start getting more sales. But I can click on this, Edit Manage Course. This is actually the course that I'm building out right now. And here's where you can see exactly all the information you need to fill out. It's important to fill this out. What will students learn in your course? What are the prerequisites? Who is the course for? These are all keywords that, filled with keywords that Udemy is going to use to show your course to more people. And here's the course structure, but most importantly, here's the curriculum. So this is where you will upload all of the videos that you record. You can shoot a separate video for each slide. So let's say we want to create a video definition of photography. You simply use a tool like Loom that I'm using to record this video, and you can record your screen while sharing a video of yourself at the same time, just like I'm doing. And then you can simply read this and create a video lesson out of it and then upload it to the appropriate section over here on Udemy. Once you've done all of that, you can create your course landing page. So here's mine, which I still need to fill out because I'm still creating this course. And then here's the pricing as well. So I can actually just make this, I don't know, $79. And one of the things about Udemy is they will often offer a very large discount on all of the courses, like 70 or 80%. Especially when you're first starting out, they want to just help you start getting more students enrolled. So they offer a pretty deep discount. But you can select your price here and then they can do whatever they want. But yeah, that's basically how to start filling out. So as you can see here, I'm uploading each of the videos. It takes a little while to process, and then you'll get an email notifying you when the video is processed and ready for sale, basically. So one of the really nice things about Udemy is that you only have to create the course once, and then once it's created, you can update it more as changes come about, but for the most part, you really don't have to. It's just passive income. You create the course once, and then you just start getting students and getting sales every month. So that's the really nice thing about this. And I think ChatGPT is a really good way to create the course itself if you don't have a lot of knowledge yourself. This particular course I'm recording, I'm not using ChatGPT at all. It's all from my own brain. But yeah, it can be a really good option to just get something up there if you want to do it fairly quickly and start getting sales on Udemy. So thanks so much for watching this video lesson, and I'll see you in the next section. In this part of the course, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to create your own YouTube channel. So if you're thinking about creating a YouTube channel in 2023 and beyond, then this could be a really good option for you. So I can simply come over to ChatGPT. Let's open up a new tab, and we can ask it to come up with popular topic ideas for a YouTube channel, right? Let's see what it does. So number one, gaming, beauty and fashion, food and cooking, health and wellness. These are just categories, which isn't very helpful. But I can also tell it to write a script in the style of, this is my YouTube channel, Digital Nomad Ventures. Write a script about travel in the style of Digital Nomad Ventures. So it will actually pull from my YouTube channel somehow. I'm not exactly sure how because it doesn't have access to the internet. This is just from a database. So welcome to Digital Nomad Ventures, where we travel the world while working remotely. And then the opening montage, narrator. In today's episode, we're exploring the vibrant city of Tokyo, Japan. And then it cuts to the shot of me. As a digital nomad, the world is our office. We can work from anywhere as long as we have an internet connection. Blah, blah, blah. So it will continue typing out this entire script. And honestly, this is new to me. I have not seen it create a script like this yet. But it's pretty amazing what it can do. And so, but if you actually want to use it to create your own YouTube channel, you can say, create a YouTube channel on the topic of traveling in Thailand, right? See what it comes up with. Welcome to Thai Travels, a YouTube channel all about exploring the beautiful country of Thailand. From the bustling streets of Bangkok to the crystal clear waters of the southern islands, Thailand has something for every type of traveler. On our channel, you'll find vlogs, travel guides, and top tips for planning your own trip to Thailand. We'll take you on a journey through the country's stunning landscapes, vibrant culture, and delicious food. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let's start exploring Thailand together. So this could be used in the description of your YouTube channel, or it could also be used as an introductory script, something that you say at the beginning of every video. So just using ChatGPT, we can create an entire script for a YouTube channel. But let's say you don't know what your YouTube channel should be about yet. So you can just say, give me a few topic suggestions for a YouTube channel about, say, remote work, for example. Productivity tips and tricks for working remotely, interviews with successful remote workers and entrepreneurs. This would be, I think, quite popular if you just start interviewing other digital nomads, which is something that I'm considering doing on my own YouTube channel. Strategies for overcoming isolation and maintaining work-life balance, how to set up a home office and create an effective work environment, advice for finding remote work and building a successful remote career, reviews of the best tools and resources for remote workers, and the list goes on. So just by using ChatGPT, you can come up with a list of topic suggestions for a YouTube channel. And from here, you can simply go over to YouTube and search for channels around this and see how they're performing. If they have a lot of subscribers, if they have a lot of views on their videos, then that's probably a pretty good sign that this topic would be successful on YouTube. Now, keep in mind, you can't actually monetize your YouTube channel until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which took me about 2 years to actually reach. So it's definitely not an overnight success, but there's other ways to monetize your channel with like affiliate links and stuff like that, not just through ad revenue. So I recommend if you want to launch a YouTube channel, simply ask ChatGPT for a few topic suggestions, do some research, and we can go from there. So next, I'm going to show you how to actually write a description and a title for your YouTube channel using ChatGPT. So I'll see you in the next video lesson. Welcome back to the course showing how to create your YouTube channel using ChatGPT. So starting off where we left before, we can simply choose one of these topic suggestions. Let's say interviews, because this is one I'm interested in. Interviews with successful remote workers and entrepreneurs. So now we can simply ask ChatGPT to write a description for a YouTube channel about, instead of entrepreneurs, I would actually just say digital nomads here. And let's see what it comes up with. Oops, sometimes it has some issues. Okay, so I don't know why. Sometimes you have to refresh, because keep in mind that it's under a very heavy load right now. There's a ton of people on the platform. So just bear that in mind. Okay, that's strange because I'm not asking another question anywhere else. Let's come over to this tab. They're still sort of working out the bugs. Hopefully it will work this time. Okay, so welcome to our YouTube channel where we showcase interviews with successful remote workers and digital nomads from around the world. Our mission is to inspire and inform viewers about the many opportunities that exist for working remotely and living a location-independent lifestyle. So this is the exact description that you would then put into your YouTube channel. So if I open up my YouTube channel, for example, Digital Nomad Ventures, which you can check out. I'll leave a link in the resources so you can click through and check out my YouTube channel. This is where you're going to put the description. So you can even come up with a title. While this is loading, I'm going to say, write a title for a YouTube channel about the given topic. Remote insights, success stories, and remote workers and digital nomads. I don't know if I really like that too much, so we can say, give me another suggestion, and it will actually remember the previous question that you asked, which is pretty amazing. The remote life, interviews with successful digital nomads and remote workers. I like that one quite a bit better. Obviously, I think that would be a little bit too long for a YouTube channel. That's more appropriate for like an eBook or something like that. But you could use that and then simply make that your title right here. You put it in the place of the title, and from here you can customize. I can show you what it looks like to customize your channel using my own YouTube channel. Okay, well, that's thinking. I'm going to come over here and give me a list of keywords for a YouTube channel about. So now it's going to list off some keywords: remote work, digital nomad, location independent, remote career, work from home, travel, remote job. These are all keywords that you can include in your videos when you're creating your content. And these are all things that you can talk about as well in your YouTube channel. So if I come over here, you can see this is where I would put the description. Here's the title. Obviously, this would be different for you. And everything here, as well as links. So you can fill out all this information for your YouTube channel. And I also have another course on Udemy about launching and scaling a successful YouTube channel, which you can check out as well. But for the purposes of this video lesson, I just wanted to show you how to come up with a description, title, and also some keywords for your channel. A lot of these keywords would be quite competitive. So if you're including it in your list of tags, these probably wouldn't be the best. So you can also say, give me a list of tags for a YouTube channel about this topic. And it will basically just come up with the same thing it showed before. There's other ways to create tags so that you're showing up in search results on YouTube. But yeah, that's been this video lesson. I'll see you in the next one. Next, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to write a script for your first YouTube video. So here we can simply come up here, interviews with successful remote workers and digital nomads. We can come down here and say, write a video script for YouTube on the topic of this. Okay, so now it's writing the intro. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel where we showcase interviews with successful remote workers and digital nomads from around the world. Today we have a special treat for you, an in-depth interview with John. This is just an example. A successful remote worker and digital nomad who has built a thriving business while working remotely. John, can you tell us a little bit about your background? What got you started as a remote worker? And then here's the interview, the outro. Thank you for joining us for today's interview. We hope you found his story and insights inspiring and informative. If you're interested in learning more, then you can subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. And that's all there is to it. So this can be the intro that you come up with. Obviously, you have to do some research on John, as in this example, and maybe set up a phone call with him first to get to know a little bit more about him before doing the interview. But I think this is a really good way to just create a script. And we can also tell it to write an outline for a YouTube channel, similar to what we were doing with the ebook. And here we go. Introduction. Welcome to the channel. Overview of the topic. Mission of the channel. Episode format. In-depth interviews with remote workers. Guests share their stories. Remote work and digital nomadism. Topics covered. Target audience. People interested in starting a career as a remote worker. Frequency of episodes. And in this particular case, an outline doesn't really make sense, not so much as it would for an ebook, but it really just gives you like a step-by-step guideline for what you should be talking about throughout the YouTube channel or your videos on the YouTube channel. So using this, we can grow a fairly successful YouTube channel, I would think, just by interviewing remote workers and digital nomads, using some of these scripts. So you can also ask it to write a script for an interview with, and then let's say what's his name? Elon Musk, for example. Write a script for a YouTube interview with Elon Musk. Let's just see what it comes up with. Okay, in-depth interview. So it's basically what it already said up above. But the interesting part is that it knows about Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and the Boring Company. And then it asks him, can you give us some background on how you got started in the tech industry? And then there's the interview, and it's essentially what it typed up above. But as you can see here, it actually has a database where it's pulling from information about Elon Musk. So yeah, I think this is one of the best ways to get started growing your YouTube channel. Of course, the most important thing is you just have to be consistently putting out new content to feed the algorithm. And you should also be using tags in all your videos. And over time, if you start putting out more and more interviews with, let's say, remote workers and digital nomads, for example, your channel will grow as long as you're consistently putting out new content and making it engaging and interesting to watch. Because another really important aspect of growing on YouTube is to have a high retention rate for your videos. So you want to make sure people watch until the end. The more people, the higher the percentage of people watch until the end, the more YouTube is going to show your video to other people. So just an important thing to note before starting a YouTube channel. And as I mentioned earlier, you will need 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 watch hours to monetize your channel with ads. So that's something more we can talk more about later. I also have another course about YouTube on Udemy, which you can watch. And yeah, thanks so much for watching this video lesson. And I hope it helps you launch your YouTube channel in 2023. In this section of the course, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to write a newsletter. So this is something I've been doing for a couple months now, where essentially I'm using this AI technology to write a newsletter for my website, which is right here. It's essentially a newsletter where they can enter their email address and receive 100 plus remote jobs, remote work best practices, and productivity tips. And then here's the newsletters that I'm putting up. So I'll go into more detail about this, actually creating the newsletter page a little bit later in this section. But for now, I just want to show you how to actually write the newsletter. So you can come over to ChatGPT and say, write a newsletter about the benefits and challenges of remote working, for example. For now, it will simply write this. Dear colleagues, I don't know why it starts with that, but you can just remove that part. As more and more companies embrace remote work as a viable option, it's important to take a moment to consider the benefits and challenges of this type of work arrangement. One of the major benefits is increased flexibility without the need to commute to an office. Employees have the freedom to work from wherever they choose, whether that's at home, co-working space, or even a different country, such as Thailand, for example. This flexibility can lead to increased productivity as employees are able to work during times when they are most focused and energized. So it'll basically just type out the entire newsletter for you, which you can then copy and put into your own newsletter website, such as I've done here, where they can subscribe. If they enter their email address, they can get the free newsletter, or they can choose to pay a premium and pay a certain amount per month. So that's how you're actually going to be making money from your newsletter over the short to long term. So simply doing this, we can also say, write more about this topic, and it will remember what is already typed. The only thing is, this seems very similar to what it already typed. But if you wanted to expand on that a little bit, you can easily do so using ChatGPT. So that's basically how to create your newsletter. And it can be on any topic, really. You could say, write a newsletter about, I don't know, let's say, living on an island in Thailand or something. I don't know. Let's say it has to be more about, what have I already written over here? The rise of digital nomads, about Thailand as a top remote work destination. And I'm using these as examples because this is my niche. This is what my consulting business is about. And this is obviously what the newsletter is going to be about as well. And this one I've actually already written before. I've typed this up and I put it into a LinkedIn article, which I'll show you more about a little bit later as well. Thailand's stunning natural beauty with sandy beaches, lush jungles, cultural landscapes, landmarks scattered throughout the country, from the islands of Koh Samui, where I live, and Phuket to the ancient city of Ayutthaya. There's always something new to explore. Overall, Thailand is an exciting and affordable destination for remote work with plenty of opportunities for exploration and cultural immersion. So you can simply type the whole newsletter, come over here, and I'll talk more about this tool a little bit later in the course. And then you can simply put in the newsletter here, and you can also usually add a button at the bottom as well, like I've done here, where they can schedule a coaching call. And then I have my YouTube video right here too. So this is a good way to just start growing your subscribers. So on my newsletter, I have about 104 subscribers. And you can send out these newsletters daily, weekly, monthly, however many times you want. And it's completely free. You do have to pay for this platform if you want to continue using it, but it's very cheap. And this is a really good way to just grow your subscriber base. You can actually get paid members here too, which I'll talk more about later. And yeah, so that's how to create your newsletter using ChatGPT. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how to use this specific platform to put it up there. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to take the newsletter article that you've written using ChatGPT, copy and paste it, and put it up on ghost.org. So this is the website right here. It allows you to turn your audience into a business, as you can see here. So all we have to do is go to sign in. And I already have an account. My website's beremoteconsulting.com. It also allows you to register your own domain as well. So once we are in Ghost, you will be presented with this dashboard right here. It shows the total number of subscribers, paid members, free members. But what you want to do is go over to post. Obviously, you'll have to create your website first as well, which I'm not going to go into detail about in this video lesson. But if you want to create a new post, you simply click the plus button. And you can give this a title. In this case, it was the benefits and challenges of working remotely in 2023, right? I don't have to say in 2023, just remove that. And here's the article. You can also add a button or a video down below. Let's say I want to include a link to one of my YouTube videos, an interview, working. If I can find it. Let's put this one in here as an example. So I can simply paste that URL and it will add a video at the bottom. You can also add a button as well. So let's say we want to add a button and send them to remote work course, remote job course, which I already have. So here's the bit.ly link, remote job course 2022, I think it is. And then we can simply add that button so they can click there and get the remote job course. You can also add a, let's see, where is it? Email or content action. Sorry. This is how you're going to be monetizing your newsletter, essentially. So we can add email call to action for free members. So click, okay. And email call to action right here, free members, and then put a button right here. So you could just say like, enjoy reading this article. And then for the button, become a paid subscriber, where you can then send them to your offer so that they can sign up and become a paid subscriber. This part I found is really not all that easy. I already have about 100 subscribers, but none of them are becoming paid subscribers. But over time, I would think that I'll start getting more and more of those. And you can also show free, this part for free, and then this part you have to pay to read it. You can do that as well. Then all you have to do is fill out some information over here, select some tags, give it a description, and then simply click publish. And it says ready, set, publish, share it with the world, and it will send it to all of these subscribers. You can either send it right now or schedule it for later. You can also preview the newsletter easily right here. So that's what it looks like. And if I go to my website, not that one, other one, this is what my website looks like with all of the newsletters. All of these were created using ChatGPT. So just goes to show what you can do. This one, for example, Digital Nomad Lifestyle, created entirely with ChatGPT. I can go to the previous one. This is some info about my ebook, which is also created with ChatGPT. Saves a lot of time. This one also. So pretty much all these newsletters I'm creating with ChatGPT, and then I'm getting subscribers, both free and hopefully potentially paid as well. And that's the best way to create a website with a newsletter and start growing your subscribers, and just use ChatGPT to create all the newsletter content on your behalf. And obviously you should fix up the wording a little bit, add some original thoughts in there too, but you don't really have to if you don't want to. So thanks for watching this video. Next, I'm going to show you how to create LinkedIn articles for your newsletter using ChatGPT. In this video lesson, I want to show you how to create a newsletter, or in this case, a LinkedIn article. Create a LinkedIn article on the topic of benefits. Let's just say on the topic of ChatGPT, right? Why not? So, in a few seconds, it will create the entire article. ChatGPT, a breakthrough in artificial intelligence. In recent years, the field of artificial intelligence has seen tremendous advancements with new technologies, blah, 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 okay? So now we can come over to LinkedIn. If you don't already have a LinkedIn profile, I highly recommend starting one. I'm going to leave a link in the resources below where you can check out my Udemy course all about LinkedIn marketing. But for this purposes of this video, we're just going to write an article, right? So we can simply select write an article. And this is different from writing a post on LinkedIn, obviously. You can also write posts, but I've noticed that the articles actually reach a lot more people, and it will also send an email to all of your connections or your followers if you're writing a newsletter on LinkedIn compared to just an individual post. So here's an article that I wrote using ChatGPT, of course, that I've published as a LinkedIn article. Here it is. Very straightforward. And I add some call to action at the bottom, get them to subscribe to the newsletter, watch my YouTube video about remote working in Thailand, and follow my company page here on LinkedIn. So just by creating these articles, you can post one every 24 hours. I just posted this one recently. I've gone from about 50 subscribers to now 1,700. And part of the reason for that is that it actually sends an email to all of my connections, notifying them of the newsletter. So I can also go to view stats right here, and you can see exactly how many people. This one has already 424 article views in just 2 hours. So that's really, really good. You can also share it on your timeline on LinkedIn as well. And I just took this straight from ChatGPT. It's already optimized for SEO. And I can also take this exact post and share it on my LinkedIn profile as well, on my timeline. But in this case, I'm just going to be showing you how to write the article. So all you have to do is click on Write Article right here. Different from creating a post. And then select your account, either your business page or your personal page. Simply copy and paste that in. You can add some buttons or videos at the bottom if you want somebody to take some action, like watch your YouTube video, send them to a website, whatever it may be. Add a cover photo, add a headline, benefits of working remotely, whatever, 2023. That's it. And then you simply click publish. Okay, so now it says you can only publish one article per day in a newsletter. So I can't publish one right now, but just shows how you can easily create a newsletter on LinkedIn. And if you want any more information about LinkedIn marketing, I'm going to leave a link to my full course on Udemy in the resources section below, so you can also check that out. It's got about 16,000 students enrolled in it. So yeah, definitely very helpful. And yeah, that's how to create a LinkedIn article using ChatGPT and to start growing your subscribers on the newsletter on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to do a few other things with ChatGPT centered around the newsletter, and then we'll go to the next section. Thanks for watching. Okay, so once you've created your website with a newsletter, the question is, how do you actually start getting subscribers into the newsletter? So let's simply ask ChatGPT, what's the best way to get email subscribers for your newsletter? See what it says. There are a variety of ways to build your email subscriber list for your newsletter. Here are some effective strategies to consider. Offer a lead magnet. So if you don't know what a lead magnet is, it's essentially an incentive that you offer to people in exchange for their email. This could be a free guide, a free ebook, a webinar, for example, and you can create a landing page and then start collecting emails that way. But in our case, we already have the website, so we just have to start sending people to the website to subscribe. It already includes a way to collect emails. So you can also use opt-in forms, include a sign-up call to action in your comment, partner with other businesses, host a contest, blah, blah, blah. So we could take ChatGPT's advice, but I'm just going to show you how I'm sending subscribers to my newsletter. So I've got this LinkedIn group. It's called Work From Anywhere, Community for Remote Workers and Digital Nomads. There's over 5,000 members in here, and it's growing all the time. So all I have to do is come into the members section right here, click on one person, and send them the link to the website. So since this is growing all the time, I'm actually sending them mostly to my survey, but I can also send them the link to my newsletter. So let's say, instead of the survey, please sign up for my free remote work newsletter, right? And then there's the link. That's it. Welcome to the group. Please sign up for my free remote work newsletter. So most people will be happy to do that. I would actually just remove the word free here because it's also paid. They can choose whether they want to pay or not. So let's just do that. And that looks great. So all you have to do is just come through and start sending messages to all these people. Let's say if you have a LinkedIn account, new connections or new members in your group. But keep in mind, it's not really going to be that easy unless you already have an audience, right? So that's what Ghost helps you do. It helps you monetize your existing audience. So if you don't already have a large network on LinkedIn, another thing you can do is just start running ads, right? So we can also ask ChatGPT, what's the best way to get email subscribers for your newsletter using Facebook ad? Or how do you get using Facebook ads, right? And it will talk about how to set up a Facebook ad campaign, I'm assuming. Create an ad campaign that promotes your lead magnet. So we already have our lead magnet. It's the website that we've already created using Ghost in the previous video lesson. And it will simply suggest a few different ad types that you can use. You can use a lead form ad, a website conversion ad, which will essentially get more people to opt into your newsletter, It even talks about retargeting, to use Facebook ads to retarget people who have visited your website but haven't subscribed yet. So it'll show the ads to more people that have already been to your website but haven't subscribed. You can use a lookalike audience, use video ads, blah, blah, blah. So if you don't already have an existing large audience like I do, you can simply start running Facebook ads. Of course, that's going to cost money. It's not free. But if getting subscribers for your newsletter is important and you found a way to monetize it, and you can actually show a return on investment for the ads, then it's definitely worth doing. So just by asking ChatGPT again, basically how to set up and run Facebook ads, it's provided a very complete answer here. And it's really, really amazing what this tool is able to do. So hopefully you've enjoyed this course. I'm going to talk about a few more topics, and I'm trying to get it over like 2 hours long. So I'll talk about a few more things throughout the course, and then we're going to talk about some of the drawbacks and limitations of ChatGPT, and we'll finish the course. So see you in the next video lesson. The next topic I really want to touch on is how to use ChatGPT to find remote jobs online. So obviously after the pandemic and during the pandemic, a lot of people started working from home, and now millions and millions of people are working remotely, becoming digital nomads. And some of the countries are offering digital nomad visas, but in order to get one, you first need a remote job. You need a proof of income over a certain amount. So you can't put the cart before the horse, right? We have to figure out, if you want to be a digital nomad or remote worker, how to find a remote job. So we can simply ask ChatGPT, what are some of the best ways to find a fully remote job online? And it will come up with an answer within a few seconds. It says, here are some effective ways to find a fully remote job. Use remote job boards, which we've already touched on in a previous video lesson. There's many, many of them to choose from. Check company career websites. Network. Use LinkedIn and other professional networking platforms to connect with people who work in your industry. Check with recruiting agencies that specialize in remote work. This is a good one that I honestly didn't really consider all that much. Use keywords in your job search, such as telecommute, work from home, blah, blah, blah. Look into freelance work. If you can't find fully remote jobs, consider freelance work using Fiverr, which we talked about in a previous video lesson in this course. And at the end, it says, it's important to note that finding a remote job can take time, so it's important to be consistent and not be discouraged if it doesn't happen as quickly as you'd like. Because obviously, more and more people are looking for remote jobs. It's becoming very, very competitive. So this is something that we're going to explore in this section, is how do you actually stand out from the competition? How do you optimize your resume? How do you create a cover letter that's going to get the recruiter or hiring manager's attention? Many of these things can be done with ChatGPT, and I'll also show you how to find and apply for remote jobs on LinkedIn, and how to use a tool in a little bit of detail to optimize your resume. So we can also just ask ChatGPT, what are some of the most popular remote job boards? What are some of the most popular remote job boards? You can also just say, what are 20 of the most popular remote job boards? Because there's so many of them. So first, remote.co, We Work Remotely, FlexJobs, Upwork, Indeed, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Remote OK, Virtual Vacations, Power to Fly. I haven't even heard of some of these. Working Nomads, A List Apart, Remotive, Remoters, Working Nomads. The list goes on and on. We could probably even tell it to list 50 of them or 100 of them, and it would not run out of remote job boards. So let's see what it does now. 100 of the most popular remote job boards. Of course, it's going to start from the beginning. And as you can see, there's really no reason you can't find a remote job as long as your resume is updated. It's optimized for this ATS system, which we'll talk a little bit more about in this section. And I have my own remote consulting business, Be Remote Consulting. So if you have any questions at all, you can contact me. And yeah, as you can see, there are literally hundreds and hundreds of remote job boards. This one I'm familiar with, and it only generated 54, but I'm sure there's more than that. So yeah, in this section, we're just going to be exploring how to use ChatGPT to land your next remote job, as well as a few other websites and tools. So enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video lesson. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to find and apply for remote jobs using LinkedIn. So right away, we can just ask ChatGPT, how do you find and apply for remote jobs on LinkedIn? It's really, really easy, and I'll show you in a minute here. So conduct keyword search for that. Remote, utilize LinkedIn job search filter, which is what we're going to do right now. So if I go to the Jobs tab, I can simply click here and then go and hit enter on up here. We can say for location, just type in remote. So this should pull up all of the remote jobs. In this particular case, we can actually select remote and then turn on easy apply as well, which makes it easier to apply, hence the name. And here we also want to select worldwide, or whichever country you're in, right? So this is showing all of the remote jobs worldwide, 165,000 results. So we can also sort by job type and also experience level, company, all this stuff. But in this case, I want to sort based on industry. So if you click on all filters here, you can go to staffing and recruiting. I want to search for marketing jobs because that's what I'm good at. So if we do that, it will narrow down the results. Now there's only 3,600 results, as you can see. So now if we want to apply for one of these jobs using LinkedIn, which is the largest professional network online in the world, we can simply read through the job description. Singaporean VC-backed ad tech company. For this one, it says Thailand and it's remote. I'm looking for one outside of Thailand. Here's one in Canada. So only applicants with a TikTok profile or portfolio link will be considered. So that would not be me. We've got creative graphic designer. And then this one, which I've heard of, but I need to be Finnish and German speaking, which I'm not. So we could just keep scrolling through these jobs and see which ones you're actually qualified for. We can also set the experience level to entry level, and that will narrow down the results even more. Also, I talk about how to do this in more detail in my LinkedIn marketing course. If you want to check that out, there's a link in resources down below. And let's just say I want to apply for this creative copywriter position in Malaysia, which is fully remote. So I can read more about the company, but most likely I'm just going to click easy apply. And you just have to enter your email, phone number, phone code, and then here's the really important part. You have to upload a resume, which I already have here. In the next video lesson, I'm going to talk about how to optimize your resume and create a cover letter as well. And they just ask some basic questions and then review, and then I'll just submit the application. Why not? So that's really all there is to it. It's very easy to apply for jobs, especially if you turn on that easy apply button. And then you can simply just start going through these and applying for all the remote jobs that you're interested in. Now, keep in mind, some of these are going to require you to have like either digital nomad visa or some type of visa if it's outside of your home country. So you have to take that into consideration as well. But most important step is you just apply for the jobs and see if you hear back from someone, either hiring manager or recruiter. So that's how to apply for remote jobs on LinkedIn. And in order to learn how to do this, I can easily ask ChatGPT. Obviously, you should also be networking with your existing connections on LinkedIn. And it's always best to know someone who already works for the company who can make an introduction to you. Send them your resume and cover letter rather than going through this job postings board, because I find oftentimes you'll never hear anything back from anyone, whether you're qualified or not. And this is something we're going to talk about in the next video lesson about why that is and how you can get around it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Welcome back. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to create a cover letter for the remote job that you're applying for on LinkedIn using ChatGPT. So it's really pretty easy. All you have to do is say, write a cover letter for the position, and then come over to LinkedIn and find the position you're applying for. Let's say this one, for example, affiliate marketing at this company, for the position as affiliate marketer, let's say, at this company. And then just press enter. Your name, address, city, all this information at the top, hiring manager's name. So we can come over here and find the hiring manager's name. I think maybe somewhere. I don't see it right off. That's okay. I am writing to express my interest in the affiliate marketer position at this company. I came across this job posting on LinkedIn, and I'm excited to apply for this opportunity. I'm confident my skills and experience align well with the qualifications you are seeking. I have several years of experience in affiliate marketing, blah, blah, blah. At my current role, I have successfully managed and executed affiliate marketing campaigns for multiple clients. I'm confident that my ability to analyze data, blah, 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 blah. So now you can take this exact cover letter, once it's finished typing, and use it to apply for this job. Some of them require them, others don't. This happens to be an internship, so that means it's probably going to be unpaid. But just for the purposes of this example, I'm just picking some random company out of a hat. So we can simply copy and paste this, put it into a Google Doc, fill out all of the information, and then click apply right here. Sometimes they'll ask for a cover letter, other times they won't. In this particular case, they're only asking for a resume. So in the next video lesson, you're going to learn how to create or optimize your resume using ChatGPT, and another tool that's really good for optimizing it so it gets through this ATS, applicant tracking system, that a lot of recruiters and hiring firms use to screen out qualified candidates. So you can easily write a cover letter from scratch using ChatGPT. It means you really don't have to do too much thought coming up with it. Obviously, you should change some of this to fit exactly what you've done in your previous role at another company. This says, at my current role, I've successfully managed for multiple clients, including, then you insert the name of client. I have strong relationships with my affiliates and was able to drive and deliver their highest performance. So this is a very compelling and insightful cover letter that will hopefully get the hiring manager's attention, and then you can schedule an interview from there. I typically don't apply for jobs and use a cover letter. I will usually just upload my resume, but this definitely makes a difference when people are actually screening qualified candidates. So that's the best way to create a cover letter with ChatGPT. And in the next video lesson, I'm going to show you how to optimize your resume so it gets through this applicant tracking system. So see you in the next lesson. In this video lesson, I'm going to show you how to optimize your resume using ChatGPT and another website, which is called Cultivated Culture. So we'll talk more about that a little bit later. But for now, I'm just going to ask ChatGPT, what's the best tool to optimize your resume so that it's ATS, applicant tracking system, compliant to get more interviews, right? So let's ask that question, see what it comes up with. Several tools available to help you optimize your resume so that it's ATS compliant. Increase your chances of getting more job interviews. So here's the first one it recommends is JobScan. It's an ATS optimization tool that analyzes your resume against the job description and provides suggestions to improve its compatibility, right? We've got another one, Resume Check by Top Resume. I'm not sure if this is free or paid. I think it might be paid. Another one, Resume Builder by My Perfect Resume. This one called Zeti provides a resume builder, cover letter builder, and a LinkedIn profile builder. So that sounds pretty good. And Canva as well. So it says also no single tool can guarantee you a job, but these tools can definitely give you an edge by making sure your resume is optimized. In this particular case, I'm going to take a look at Cultivated Culture because this is one that I've used before to optimize my resume. Basically, all you have to do is go to Free Tools, Resume Scanner, right here. So click on Resume Scanner. It's totally free to use, as you can see. All you have to do is upload your resume right here. So I will go over and grab my resume, upload the resume. Then I have to enter a job title. Let's say Digital Marketing Manager, Industry Marketing. And then we can take a job description over here. So let's say this one, for example. I don't know whether it's a digital marketing job or not, really, but we can just take this. It's not a job description, though. It's just, okay, here we go. Job requirements right here. So we can take that and then put it in here and then click the scan right here. So now it's scanning the resume. It'll take a few seconds and then it will come back with a score that shows you how your resume stacks up in terms of matching the job description. So this one has a 46 out of 100%. It says, isn't a good match. And looks like I actually have to log in to use it, unfortunately. But you can see how it works. So using this, you can optimize your resume. So it also has a resume builder, a cover letter builder, and I'll leave a link in the resources below where you can sign up for Cultivated Culture. They also have some courses on here as well and coaching, but I recommend it for optimizing your resume so that it gets through this applicant tracking system. And there's other tools too, like Zeti is another one they recommend. So we can type in Zeti here and you can see how this one works. Professional resume and cover letter tools. Here you can go and resume checker. So you can simply click here, upload your resume, and it will scan it and determine whether it's ATS compliant. So that's basically step-by-step how to optimize your resume so that it gets through this automated system that a lot of recruiters and hiring managers use to screen out qualified candidates. So if you already have the qualifications, highly recommend creating your cover letter, optimizing your resume, and applying for jobs on LinkedIn or any of the other remote job boards that we've discussed in this section. Thanks for watching. Congratulations on completing this full course about ChatGPT. To wrap up the course, I'm simply going to ask ChatGPT to write a conclusion script for a course on Udemy about learning the fundamentals of ChatGPT. So here we go. See what it comes up with. Congratulations on completing this course. You now have a solid understanding of the fundamentals of ChatGPT, one of the most powerful AI technologies available today. You've learned how to use this technology to build a variety of applications, including selling eBooks, a course, and text generators. By mastering these skills, you have the potential to advance your career and increase your income. This is just the beginning of your journey with ChatGPT. As the technology continues to evolve, you'll have even more opportunities to apply it to new and exciting projects. We hope you've enjoyed this course. and that you feel confident in your ability to use ChatGPT to create powerful, intelligent systems. And I would also add, make money online, doing everything that we've laid out in this course. We're confident that you're now well equipped to take on any challenge related to this technology, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. We would like to remind you that you also have access to the course materials. If you ever have any questions, you can reach out to me for help. Also, I really appreciate it if you leave a positive 5-star review if you found this course helpful, because it will help me show it to more people and get more students enrolled to learn more about this powerful AI technology. Thank you for choosing our course, and we hope to see you again in future courses. Cheers.